Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing what if Luffy was a master of haki. In the last part we went over some of the Usopp arc, and yeah, so if you guys haven't watched that, like this video, and then watch the last part, then come back, and then yeah, so also leave a like on that video. So yeah, so without further ado, let's hop right in. So, um, in the last part, we were at the part where Luffy goes on his way and he defeats like almost everybody of what's his name, Captain Kuro's crew, and it's only Captain Kuro against Captain Kuro, his second in command, and against Luffy. So Luffy quickly defeats the magician guy. I mean, not the magician, the hypnotist guy. Quickly, he just punches him right in the gut, knocking the wind out of him, and also knocking him out. So now it's basically Captain Kuro and against Luffy. Zoro, Usopp, Nami pull up, and they realize that all of their crew is defeated. Usopp is like, "What the hell? How did he defeat his whole crew by himself?" And then Zoro chuckles like, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Luffy's really this strong." So Zoro tells Luffy, Usopp that that Luffy's really strong, and then yeah, so he tells him to sit back because if Luffy could take care of him by himself and stuff. So yeah, so so Captain Kuro he uses his claw move. He keeps like bodies flickering around and tries to attack Luffy. Luffy uses his observation haki and dodges all of it because he's like that, right? And Captain Kuro decides to use his ultimate move. His ultimate move is basically it's called the behind the back attack, cat behind the back cat attack. So basically, it's Captain Kuro moves around his body extremely fast to the point where you can't even see him. He's invisible to the naked eye and stuff. So he keeps moving around, and he basically wants to attack you, like stab you with his claws. But since Luffy has armament haki, I mean not armament, observation haki, he could see what's Captain Kuro like nothing's going on. Cause if in the original show, if he could see Captain Kuro like with the naked eye, I think he could see with armament haki and master observation haki and stuff. So yeah. So he quickly knocks him out with one punch. Well, he stops him in his track with one punch, knocking him out and stuff. So yeah. So he defeats Captain Kuro, and so they're about to leave. The Straw Hats are about to leave, and Usopp is about to leave too because he wants to start his own pirate crew. And they're all confused, and they're just waiting for Usopp to get along, to get on board. And Usopp says bye to them, and then they all start to laugh. It's like, when are you gonna get on, bro? Right? And then Usopp is like, wait, you guys want me to get on? And they're like, yeah, of course. So yeah, so they're about to get all on this small boat that they found on Buggy's Island, but before they leave, they're given the going merry by the rich lady, and yeah, so now they have their own ship, like a really big ship to themselves. So yeah, so they go on their way, and while they're sailing, Luffy brings up topic of like their own pirate flag and stuff, and what they should call themselves. So they come up with a name, and Usopp wants to call themselves the Usopp Pirates, but they all know this because Usopp wants to become a pirate captain, and Luffy's a captain, so that's not gonna work. So they all decide on the Straw Hat Pirates, right? And they come up with the flag design. It's basically a skeleton with the X bones, and with the Straw Hat on the top of the skeleton. Yeah. So that's basically the flag. The flag that's in the original show. I'm sure you guys watched the original show, because why would you watch this? So yeah. So we're gonna skip all the mini arcs that happen in between. We're gonna go straight to the Baratier. So yeah. So the Shroud Pirate makes it to the Baratier, right? And they go over there. They get on the Baratier. They go there to get a bite to eat. And before they they get on, they get attacked by the Marines. There's a cannonball shot at them. So Luffy gets up and slices the cannonball right in half, and he defeats all the Marines that were on board. But the captain on for that ship already went to the Baratier with his girlfriend or stuff, or the a girl that he was on a date with, and yeah, so so they walk in eventually, and they walk into the perfect moment where Sanji's beating up the captain, and the captain, he tries to fight back, but it's Sanji. He can't do nothing. Sanji just like that, I guess. So yeah. So so Luffy's like really interested in Sanji, and he wants him to join his crew, and he's like, well, he's a chef. We want a chef. He's pretty strong. He'll be perfect for our crew. So he kind of sneaks behind Sanji to get a perfect moment where he could talk to him. He goes outside to feed this guy, to feed this pirate that wanted some food. So yeah, so Sanji feeds the pirate guy, and then Luffy talks to Sanji and asks him to join his crew. Sanji says no because he doesn't tell him why. He just says no, and then not Usopp. Luffy's kind of disappointed because he wanted him to join his crew. So yeah, so they go. I mean, so so sorry. Oh my god, I can't speak. The shroud pirates are eating there, and when they come, they're eating there. Eventually, Craig comes with his crew with his humongous ship. Luffy's not impressed by this big ship, but Usopp and Nami is, and but not everybody else. Only Usopp and Nami are like surprised at how big this ship is, and Luffy doesn't really care. So eventually, Craig comes into the restaurant, right? And then Craig sneaks attacks Sanji, and then Luffy gets mad at this, so he pulls out his katana, body figures behind Craig, and puts his katana to Craig's neck, and Craig is like, how the hell did you get here? Like, when were you here? And then he's about to slash him, but his second in command, he kicks Luffy in the leg without him noticing because Luffy wasn't paying attention to him. So yeah, so sorry. So Luffy gets sent away from Craig. Craig runs outside to his crew, and then Luffy, Sanji, the rest of the tribe pirates, and all the chefs follow to fight Craig and his crew, right? Sanji stays back to fight Craig's second in command, and then like the whole chefs, Zoro, Nami, and Luffy are about to fight all of them. But Luffy steps in and tells everyone to back off, and he got this. So everyone agrees to because they realize how strong Luffy is. If he was about to defeat Craig, I think that he could handle all these people. So yeah, so Craig sent all of his crew members to attack Luffy. Luffy uses his Conqueror haki, knocking all of them out without even moving a finger. Then Craig, he starts to sweat, realizing how strong Luffy is, and he gets even more scared because it reminds him of Hawkeye Mihawk, the guy that destroyed his 8 ships on the Grand Line. So yeah, so Luffy pulls out his katana and he's about to rush Craig, but Craig jumps back and shoots like a bunch of bullets at Luffy. Luffy cuts all of them, but Craig starts running around and then he shoots a poison gas at him, but Luffy holds his breath in and he doesn't inhale it or nothing. So Luffy comes out of the gas that was supposed to kill him, and then he punches Craig right in the stomach, knocking the wind out of him with his armament haki hand, and then he grabs Craig by the neck, and then Craig starts to suffocate, but Luffy, before he kills Craig, he drops him, and Craig is on the floor, barely breathing, and then Craig decides to run away, but he doesn't let him. So yeah, so Craig is just there, barely breathing. So eventually, Luffy sees Hawkeye Mihawk's boat, and he's like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And then Zoro says that's Hawkeye Mihawk, the strongest swordsman in the world at this right now. And then before they leave, Zoro asks Luffy if he could stay and fight 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 Hawkeye Mihawk, and Zoro has the same fight with Hawkeye Mihawk. Zoro loses, and Luffy's kind of mad at this because he wanted Zoro to win. So he pulls out his katana, but Zoro tells him to stop because he wants him to save he doesn't want Luffy to fight him because he would defeat Hawkeye Mihawk, and he wants to save Hawkeye Mihawk for himself and defeat Hawkeye Mihawk. Zoro wants to defeat Hawkeye Mihawk, and he doesn't want Luffy to do it. So Luffy backs off, and Hawkeye Mihawk was about to fight too because, well, he wasn't about to let some kid, just freely hit him. So yeah, so the Shroud Pirates leave, and Sanji leaves. He joins the crew, you know, and he has a whole moment with the chefs and the Baratie and all that stuff, and then he leaves and he joins the crew. So while they're on their way, Luffy sees that Nami's looking at this wanted poster, and he's like, why, what happened? Who's this guy that you're like looking so sad at, right? And Nami says that this is Arlong, the man that destroyed her home and stuff. So yeah. So the reason Nami told him this, in the original he didn't tell him this because she didn't think that he was that strong and that he could take down Arlong, right? And then he sorry he now she tells him this because he can, in this storyline he can easily take down Arlong. So they go straight on their way to there, right? And so they're on their way there. So basically, since Zoro is still knocked out, badly injured, he goes with Nami to the town while Sanji, Usopp, and Luffy go to straight to Arlong Park, and yeah, so they go on their way there, and they start to fight all of the fishermen. Luffy defeats all of them with his concrete. Now it's only this choo-choo guy, the guy that could shoot bullets of water. This what you call it? This guy with fisherman karate, and this octopus guy. So Luffy quickly defeats the octopus guy with his armament haki sword. And yeah, so he's basically the same treatment that Hawkeye Mihawk gave to Zoro when he fought him in the Ran Out. So basically, that's basically how Luffy is treating this octopus guy. He's blocking all of his 8 swords with one and quickly stabs him right to the stomach and killing him. So now now one of the stronger fishmen are down. Now it's only 3 more to go. Usopp runs away, and the choo choo guy faces him. So basically, how the fight goes between the choo choo guy and Usopp is that Usopp keeps running around and he sneaks attacks the fish guy, putting a bunch of alcohol on him, and then he hits him on the head with a hammer, and then when he's confused like what the hell just hit me, Usopp shoots a fireball at him, setting him all on fire because he put alcohol on him. So when you put alcohol on fire, it burns. So yeah, so he just put the choo choo guy on fire, and then he comes in with his double hammer, knocking him on the head and knocks him out, and then Usopp defeated him. So yeah, so the reason Usopp ran away is because he wanted to get away from water, because if he got into the water, if he lit him on fire, he would just run into the water. So that's why Usopp ran away to get him away from water. So yeah, so Usopp wins the whole fight without even getting hit once. So Usopp runs back, and while Usopp was running away, this is how the fight goes between this fish guy and this fishman karate guy, and Sanji. So basically, how the fight goes is that this guy uses his moves on him. Sanji blocks it with his feet, and then he counters attacks, kicking him in the joints of him, like hitting him in the ribs, breaking his ribs, hitting him in the arm, breaking his arm, hitting him in the leg, breaking his leg, and stuff like that, until Sanji breaks all the bones in the fisherman's body and about to kill him, right? So Luffy tells Sanji to sit back while he takes care of Arlong, and Arlong is mad at this because he's like, oh, this kid really is underestimating me. So he gets mad and he goes straight to his rampage mode. He gets his shark sword, pulls it out, and he starts to swing it at Luffy. Luffy dodges it with his armament haki. Observation haki. Pulls out his katana, uses his Luffy pulls out his katana, uses armor and haki on it, and blocks the the shark sword, and then he pulls it back and stabs Arlong in the leg, and he's about to cut off his leg. So then Luffy punches Arlong in the face, breaking all of his teeth. And then when Arlong is on his knees, Luffy grabs Arlong by the nose, throws him in the air, and then when he's in the air, Luffy comes in. He uses his ultimate move. His ultimate move is basically he just jumps up in the air with his katana and makes like an X with it, and making like a wind of X that whoever gets hit by it gets a big X on the body, like two humongous cuts right through the chest and stuff. So Arlong is defeated quickly by Luffy. So yeah, so basically we're gonna like this arc is going really fast because Luffy realistically, if he really wanted to, he could easily take down the whole fishermen that were there in Arlong Park. But we want Sanji, Usopp to have their character development and stuff. So yeah, so they go back to the village and they wait for you know, Zoro to be healed, and they have a party, right? And I forget. And before they leave to go to the town, Luffy goes into the building and he sees this really cool sword that he wants, right? So basically, how the sword looks, it's this stick, right? And it's basically like Whitebeard's, um, it's basically a Whitebeard's thing. To explain it, it's like a really big katana. It's just a bigger version of a katana, and Luffy wants it because it looks pretty cool, right? And so Luffy, he gives his old sword to Zoro, and Zoro replaces one of his weaker swords with that sword because that sword's really strong. The one that what should we call it? The one that Luffy has, and Luffy replaces his katana with the bigger katana that he got from Arlong Park, and he heads on his way. So while they're at the party, Luffy and Zoro are sparring with their new swords, and Luffy starts to see, because he thinks Zoro could use haki, so he starts to see if Zoro could use haki and stuff. So and then he realizes that Zoro can. So he trains Zoro on a little bit how to use haki, and he teaches Zoro how to unlock his haki and stuff. So basically that's what happens. So in the next part we're gonna be going over the whole, like, some of the Baroque Works arc and Alabasta arc. So yeah, so be prepared for that. It's gonna be a really good arc. I have it written down. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. Bye, Baba Booey.